In today's lesson, topic 4.2, we're going to take a look at the metric system, and we're going to convert between metric measurements of length. This is a metric line, and we're going to use it for length today, so we're going to use the units kilometers, hectometers, decameters, meters, decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters. But this metric line, this encompasses not only meters, but also liters and grams. And there's a funny saying here that goes based on the first letter to help us remember the metric line. So if we look at it, King Henry's daughters, mita, lita, and gram, which stands for meters, liters, and grams, died chasing men. And so the K stands for kilo, H is for hecto, D is for deca, M here is for meter, DM is for deci, C is for centi, and M is for milli. All of these prefixes carry meaning, so whether we're using measurement of length or measurement of volume, we can use these prefixes to understand that kilo means 1,000 times the base unit. And the meters here is your base unit. Hecto is 100 times the base amount. Deca, next door, is 10 times the base unit. Those base units are meters, liters, and grams. Deci is 1/10 of the base. Centi is 1/100th of the base. And milli is 1/1000th of the base. So these are our most common units. Kilometers is small km, meters is small m, centimeter is small cm, and millimeter is small mm. What we're going to do now is start to convert. As we learned in our previous lesson, to go from a bigger to a smaller unit, we learned that we can multiply. And we're going to use that strategy here, and we're also going to use decimal moving today. So when we want to go from 1 centimeter to a millimeter, we're going from big to small, and we're moving one place down the line. This means we're going to multiply by 10. So 1 times 10 is 10. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. When we're going from meters to centimeters, we're moving two places down the line. So it's like we're multiplying 10 times another 10. So this is multiplying by 100. The two places we're moving equals 2 zeros as we're multiplying. So 1 times 100 is 100. There are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. If we're going to go from kilometers to meters, we're going 1, 2, 3 places down the line, and we're going from a bigger to a smaller unit. So it's like 10 times 10 times 10. So we're multiplying by 1,000. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. When we want to measure length in metric, we're going to use either a ruler that has metric on it, so it's going to be centimeters that are divided into millimeters, remembering that there are 10 millimeters in every centimeter. We can use measuring tapes. Most measuring tapes have metric on one side and imperial on the other side. And then for measuring distances in our cars, we're going to use an odometer, and that keeps track of how many kilometers we've traveled. So as we see here, we have a ruler, and it's measured in millimeters and centimeters. Remember that there are 10 millimeters in every centimeter. So then we can read where each of these letters is placed. A is at this marker here, which is the halfway mark between 0 and 1. So this is at 5 millimeters. So this is at 0.5 centimeters. For B, we're exactly at 1 centimeter. For C, we're just past 2 centimeters. We're at 2.1. So 2 centimeters and 1 millimeter, 2.1. For D, we're just shy of 4. We're at 3.9 centimeters. For E, we're right on the 6 centimeters. For F, we're exactly at the 10 centimeter mark. For G, we're 2 places shy of 11, so 10.5, 6, 7, 8, so 10.8 centimeters. And for H, we're exactly halfway between 13 and 14, so we're at 13.5 centimeters. If you remember, if we go from a big unit to a small unit, that means we're going to be multiplying. But I'm going to show the method that works best for me, which is sliding your decimal. So if we're going to convert 3 kilometers to meters, I know that from kilometers to meters, I need to move 3 places on my metric line. So what I can do there is say, okay, 3 places means I'm going to multiply by 1,000, or I can take this 3 kilometers, and I can move 3 places to the right and add in my zeros. So 3 kilometers is equal to 3,000 meters. If we look at the 15 centimeters, moving to millimeters, from centimeters to millimeters is 1 place, so that's multiplying by 10. But I can take my 15 centimeters and move the decimal 1 place to the right, just like I moved on the line, adding a 0, 150 millimeters. If I want to move from meters to centimeters, I'm going to be moving 2 places to the right, from meters to centimeters, so that is multiplying by 100. But I can take my decimal 7.8, and I can move 2 places to the right and fill in with zeros. This is equal to 780 centimeters. And from kilometers to meters, as we saw in the first example, that's 3 decimal places to the right, multiplying by 1,000. Quick multiplication by 1,000 means that I'm going to be adding those 3 zeros. I'm going to be moving 3 decimal places to the right. We've also learned that if we go from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, we divide. So if we're moving this way on the metric line, we're going to be doing division, whereas when we move to the right, we were doing fast multiplication. So if we're this time going 500 centimeters to meters is 2 places to the left, so this is division by 100. So I can take my 500 centimeters and move 2 places to the left, putting my decimal there, so that's 5 meters, 5.0. So let's try the do together, looking at the multiplication or division and also sliding our decimal. So if we're going from meters to kilometers, that is 3 decimal places to the left, so we're making the number smaller. So I'm going to move 3 decimal places to the left, which is division by 1,000. So I will end up with 56.784 kilometers. If I'm moving from centimeters to meters, in example B, I'm going 2 places to the left. So that is division by 100. Can divide by 100. And I can quickly divide by sliding my decimal 2 places to the left, just as I moved on the metric line. And this will give me 7.845 meters. And if we're going from millimeters to centimeters in example C, we're moving 1 decimal place to the left, so we're dividing by 10. We're dividing by 10, and we can place our decimal where it should go and move it 1 decimal place to the left, giving us 8.7 centimeters. So decimal moving is fast and effective. If we're going from kilometers to meters, we see that's 3 decimal places. So that's to the right. So we're going to take the 22 and add 3 zeros, giving us 22,000 meters. If we are changing 56.2 centimeters to hectometers, this means that we're moving 1, 2, 3, 4 places to the left. So we can move our decimal accordingly. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to be adding 2 zeros in front of the 5, 6, 2 and putting our decimal and putting a 0 in front. So we get an answer of 0.00562 hectometers. For example 3, if we're going from centimeters to millimeters, we're now moving to the right. So 13 centimeters, we add 1 0, 130 millimeters. And if we're going from millimeters to meters, we're going 1, 2, 3 places to the left. So we're going to place our decimal 1, 2, 3 places to the left. The decimal will go there, so we'll end up with 25 meters. Sometimes we're asked to add 2 different length units. We can't do that, so we have to make sure that the units are the same. So for example, Laura traveled 2,000 meters on a Saturday and 5 kilometers on Sunday. What is the total distance she traveled in kilometers? Because the units are different, we're going to have to convert to kilometers. So this 2,000 meters needs to convert. Meters to kilometers is 1, 2, 3 decimal places to the left. So we're dividing by 1,000. So we're going to move 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So 2,000 meters becomes 2 kilometers plus the 5 kilometers equals a total distance of 7 kilometers. So we're going to add the units, noting the answers and how they would like them. So this one, number 1, they want the answer in kilometers. So we're going to convert the 4,000 meters to kilometers. We just discovered that that's 3 decimal places to the left. So 4,000 meters becomes 4 kilometers plus the 35 kilometers equals 39 kilometers. For number 2, we're going to add meters and kilometers. They want the answer in meters. So this time we're going to convert the kilometers to meters. So we're going to go the other way. 1, 2, 3 decimal places to the right. So we're going to take the 5 and add 3 zeros. Quick multiplication by 1,000. So this will be 600 plus 5,000. So we will have 5,600 meters. For number 3, they want the answer both ways. So what we can do is find the answer of one and then convert that answer to the other. So I'm going to convert the meters to kilometers by quick division of 1,000, moving to the left. So that's going to be 2.35 kilometers plus 1.35 kilometers. That's going to give me 3.7 kilometers. Once I have that, I can convert the 3.7 kilometers into meters. 3.7 kilometers means that I'm going to be going 1, 2, 3 places to the right, so I'm going to be moving and adding 2 zeros, 3,700 meters. For number 4, 2 kilometers plus 3,000 meters. 3,000 meters in kilometers is 3. So we're going to have 2 plus 3 is 5 kilometers. Centimeters plus millimeters means we must convert the millimeters. We're going to go 1 decimal place to the left. We're going to be dividing, giving us 1 centimeter. 2 plus 1 centimeters is 3 centimeters. And for number 6, we're looking to have our answer expressed in meters. Centimeters to meters is 2 decimal places to the left. So we're going to move by division, 2 decimal places. 100 centimeters is 1 meter. 5 meters plus 1 meter is 6 meters. For part B, you can pause the video, try these ones on your own. So we can take a look now. 3 centimeters plus 300 centimeters is D, 303 centimeters. Number 2 is A, 1,000 meters. Number 3 is E. Number 4 is C. And number 5 is B.